Hello and welcome to Prego Coding Classes. This is Amber Roy. In the previous video, we have seen how to design the profile fragment layout, and as we have designed it, in this video, we'll code the profile fragment and get all the details from the real-time database and show it in the text views as first name, last name, etc. etc. So let's get started. So as you can see here, I have already assigned variables for text view, button, image view. But in this video, we won't work with the image view because we have not uploaded the profile image yet. So we'll work with the text view and button, and always put the variables, the global variables underneath this empty public constructor. Now the way to initialize or cast these components is first you need to copy this line after the return, then you need to delete this, then you have to initialize a view equals, paste the line, put a semicolon, and then return the view. That's it. Now when that is done, we can cast the components. So the way to do it, first we'll write a note that this is we are casting components. I'm writing this because the one who will be downloading the source code, those guys might get help. So view, or not this one, the first name equals text view dot find view by id dot rid first name, then the last name, and I'll skip this because I have shown how to find the components by assigning view, then everything. So let's skip it. I'll just cast the components and get back to you. So I have completed casting all the components. I have also included the image view, but we'll work with that later. So we need a Firebase auth. So private Firebase auth file details Firebase auth, and we'll need no, we don't need anything else. So let's get an instance of this. So profile details Firebase auth equals Firebase auth dot get instance. That's it. Now when that is done, we need a string my UID, or let's give it my user ID equals Firebase auth dot get current user dot get UID. When that is done, you got the UID. Now it's time to initialize our database reference. So database reference equal to my user reference, or let's keep it my user ref. Now the reference is Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference. We can initialize a Firebase database variable also, but we won't do that. We'll do it directly. So Firebase get reference. Now we'll write registered users. Now underneath that, we'll write dot child, and that would be my user ID. So that is the reference. Now we'll use the reference to get the data. So my user reference dot add value event listener, new value event listener. Now this is used to get all the details from the data snapshot. So we'll write let's use the same class. So create Java class user profile equals data snapshot dot get value, and within the value we need to initialize the create user profile Java class dot class. When that is done, so now we can use this to get all the details one by one. So the first name would be, so profile details first name dot set text, that would be user profile dot get first name, get first name, right? First name is done. Now the last name dot set text user profile dot get last name. Now we need date of birth, so date of birth dot set text user profile dot get date of birth. Right now we need the phone number, set text user profile dot get phone number. Now we need the gender, set text user profile dot get gender. Now that is done. So we need 5 fields. Let's see if we are missing something or not. First name, last name, date of birth, phone number, gender. So there are 5 fields. We have completed all the 5 fields, initializing them and getting all the value. So we need an on-click listener on edit profile, but let's keep the button as it is. We won't work with that because we need another activity to change all the details. So that is it. Now we can show post message if there is something wrong. So get activity. Now we need to show database error dot get message, and that is done. But before that, let's make some tweaks. The first name would be to uppercase, the last name would be to uppercase, date of birth is fine, phone number is fine, gender would be to uppercase. And also let's go to main program, and underneath the camera let's change the IDs first. So main program drawer, we change this ID to file. Then what do we have? We have trending information, so trending. Then we have the subscription. Now let's go to main program, change this to profile, change this one to trending. Now this is on navigation item selected, underneath I am changing it. This one would be subscription. When that is done, go to profile, we'll write here set title. Need to change the title of the action header, so I'll name it profile info, or profile details would be much better. Now I need the fragments, so let's just scroll down and see the layout. Name of the fragment is fragment profile details. So fragment profile details, file details equals to new fragment profile details. That is done. So fragment manager, get support fragment manager. When that is done, now fragment manager dot begin transaction dot replace. I'm going to replace the frame. So the name of the frame is main program frame layout. I'm going to replace this frame with the fragment. So, or the fragment frame. So the name is main program frame layout. r.id. I'm going to search that by ID. So main program frame layout. Replace that with the profile details. Now we're going to commit this. Now this part of the program will run the profile or replace this frame with the fragment frame. So what I did here, I set the title. So the title of the navigation activity would be changed to profile details. Then I'm assigning the fragment variable with profile details. Now I'm getting the fragment manager. Now this part of the code replaces the frame with the fragment frame. So let's run the program now and see what goes and is any error with the fragment or not. So as you can see, gives me a greeting screen. Now the main activity or main program opens. Now let's check the top right corner menu. So the menu has been changed. The menu has been changed, log out, help and contact us, but this doesn't work as we have not coded anything. And the slider menu has also changed. The color of the background of the header is now blue. So there are menus like profile, training information, subscription, share and send. So we'll click the profile and you click it. The top name changes, the title changes to profile details and all the details come underneath. Now we have used a scroll view. We have used a scroll view just to see what is underneath in smaller screens. So just drag it up, and as you can see, when you drag it up, it scrolls up and the first name is Amber, last name is Roy. We have used uppercase, so all the cases are capitalized. Date of birth is as it is. Phone number is what was given. The gender is male. Now we need to code the edit profile. So we'll do that in the next video. That is it. If you have learned something from the video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon. That is it. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next video.